Alright folks, I've got a pitch for a game that's never been pitched before. It's like World of Warcraft, except it has better graphics. Now give me $50 million. Well, I tried to hit the stop recording button. I guess I missed. I don't have anything more than it looks. Well, I guess I don't need anything more than it's WoW, but with better graphics, because literally every MMO that has come out since 2004 is WoW, but with different graphics, not better graphics, different. Apparently, nobody's figured out how to make better graphics in an MMO since then. Like, wouldn't it be neat if somebody made an MMORPG that isn't just a World of Warcraft clone? It's 2017. World of Warcraft came out at the end of 2004. So we got what? 2004, 1, 2, 3, 13 years or so. And you would think by now somebody would have tried to try something new. They said, no, let's just remake World of Warcraft over and over again. And maybe, just by dumb luck, people will confuse our terrible MMO with World of Warcraft. And that didn't work for about 5 or 10 years. And then people said, hey, what if we take World of Warcraft and make it free to play? Well, that didn't work either. So then they said, what if we took World of Warcraft and made it free to play and then put it on mobile? Because people on mobile are used to awful games, and then it finally worked. Because people on mobile said, well, I love all these other terrible games, so I might as well play this terrible game. The Doom clones, they didn't last that long. You could say, and a Doom clone is a game where you're just running through a giant maze-like area that's supposed to look like something, and you're picking up keys. Doom came out in 94, 93, somewhere around there. And Half-Life came out in 98. So about 4 or 5 years. I don't know why it's been this long and people are still making World of Warcraft clones. You think they would have figured it out by now that it's not going to work. But they keep doing it. I guess people just need to stop making clone games in general. You just look at the number of games where they're clearly copying a majority of the Assassin's Creed games. Like, they leave out all the parts where you're not actually playing the game. Which is in an Assassin's Creed, that's when you're just pressing up and holding down the A button on your gamepad if you're using a Xbox controller. I mean, technically you're playing that game, but technically you're also not, because you could close your eyes and you'd still be playing the game. But anyway, there's a lot of games where they say, well, let's just make it like Assassin's Creed. Let's just cover the entire screen in icons. And when you go to that icon, you get a little bit of text, or a little bit of money, or a little bit of scrap. And that's called gameplay. And what's really sad is that some of these games, they don't have a lot of that, which tells me somebody was manually placing these things that don't matter. It's like, that's really sad. Like, they could have written a script, just randomly place this stuff, because it's not like they cared about the game in the first place, so who cares where they're going to put the stuff? But somebody had to manually place everything. It's just sad. They said, here, you're going to do the most boring possible thing you could do on a game. And then the person would ask, oh, what's that? Make the game. Well, that's why I'm here. I said, well, oh, sorry, I guess I wasn't clear enough. You're the person that has to put all the question marks or the icons on the map. And they're thinking, oh, I thought you guys randomly threw those all over the place. It says, no, we have like 10 meetings every day on where we're going to put one of the icons. It's very important. And then the guy says, really? Excuse me, the woman says, really? I like women, by the way. I married 2 cats and they're women. I say, really? And then the guy says, nah, not really. It's all randomly placed. You're going to have to manually write all the code to load in the audio files. Really? Yeah. We can't figure out how to do we can't figure out how to do it for each of the audio files, so we're going to hard code it right into the engine. Like, oh, that stinks. I'm sure somebody does that. You guys don't even know what that means. Because none of you are gamers like me. I don't know what that means either. So. I wonder. Here's my prediction. 100 years from now, developers are still going to be making clones of World of Warcraft and Assassin's Creed. And people are going to say, all right, this is the last one. This is the last time we make a clone of Assassin's Creed and World of Warcraft. And then 100 years later, they're still doing it. You know, somebody's going to make AI, superhuman AI that can make games. And every single game it makes is going to be a World of Warcraft clone or an Assassin's Creed clone. I was surprised to see that Assassin's Creed took the compass from Oblivion. And that's where it originated. I know Daggerfall and Arena had a compass, but they did not show points of interest on it. And Oblivion came out in 2006. And people are finally copying that. So I guess in another 10 years, people are going to finally copy the open world concept of not showing everything on the map at all times. And those things being shown are just chests that you go run over and you kick it. Say, oh, I guess that's content now. Let's just add 1 billion chests. That's 1 billion hours of gameplay because you have to walk to each one, and each one is an hour away from each other. Just make sure you don't go in the wrong direction because you might have one chest on the other side of the map and you're going to have to walk all the way back. That's gameplay now. I'm going to go make that game. So I hope my Kickstarter gets $50 million. Goodbye.